Hollywood royalty, a rising star, a tragic ending that still haunts Hollywood to this day. On the night of November 29th, 1981, actress Natalie Wood vanished from her yacht. Hours later, she was found floating lifeless in the water. The official story? An accident. But the truth? That remains a mystery. The night Natalie Wood disappeared, she wasn't alone. On board the Splendor were her husband, Robert Wagner, actor Christopher Walken, and the yacht's captain, Dennis Davern. But what exactly happened that night remains a puzzle. Authorities ruled Natalie's death an accidental drowning, saying she likely slipped while trying to secure a dinghy. But witnesses tell a different story, one of screams for help in the dead of night. "We heard a woman yelling, 'Help me! Somebody, please help me!' The cries went on for minutes, then silence." For decades, the case remained closed, but in 2011, yacht captain Dennis Davern came forward with a shocking claim. Robert Wagner and Natalie had been fighting that night, and moments later, she was gone.
Yes, that night there was an argument that actually started the day before, but that particular night in the afternoon, Christopher Walken and Natalie, they had gone ashore to a restaurant, which was the only restaurant on that part of the island, and the tension was building throughout the whole weekend of Robert Wagner being jealous of Christopher Walken. And that afternoon, Robert Wagner and myself, we joined Christopher and Natalie at the restaurant for dinner. And we had dinner, we had drinks. Robert Wagner said it was time to return to the boat. Natalie, we all kind of wanted to stay a little longer, but RJ said, no, we're going to go back to the boat. So we all went back to the boat. I tied the dinghy up on the swim platform with a bow line and a stern line. And we all went inside the boat and opened a bottle of wine, put the kettle on for some tea, because Natalie liked to have tea before she went to bed. And the jealousy was just getting so tense that Robert Wagner picked up the bottle of wine and smashed it right in front of Natalie and Christopher on the coffee table. And at that moment, Christopher stood up and he went directly to his stateroom, and that was the last I've seen of him for that whole night. At that point, Natalie was devastated, and she went into her stateroom, and Robert Wagner followed. And they were arguing in the stateroom, and I kept the music going, but I could still hear the arguing. And then the arguing went on to the aft deck, and moments later, everything became silent.
At age 87, actor Robert Wagner has been declared a person of interest in the mysterious death of his wife, legendary actress Natalie Wood.
As we've investigated the case over the last 6 years, I think he's more of a person of interest.
Drowned on a weekend cruise aboard this boat, the Splendor, 36 years ago in 1981.
Is Robert Wagner a suspect?
No.
When the LA County Sheriff reopened the case 6 years ago, investigators said he was not a suspect. But detectives are telling 48 Hours Aaron Moriarty they believe Wagner is concealing something.
Was Natalie's death really an accident? Or was there something more sinister at play? With conflicting statements, hidden truths, and new eyewitness accounts, one question remains. Will we ever know what really happened that night? Have a good one from The Good Wives, serving up true crime, one dish at a time.